Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Julie here yet again with another speed build. I need a new start to my videos. I'm annoyed with myself hearing myself say that every time. Anywho, a handful of new subscribers. So if you're watching, thank you for subscribing and enjoy my latest video. When did I put a last video out? I want to say like, oh, maybe just a few days ago, but it's probably been a couple weeks. I am so terrible. And you'd think with all the quarantine and stuff like that, like I'm literally home all the time. But as I've said in previous videos, there's 6 people in my house. So finding 15 minutes of quiet time to record something is not easy. So, yeah, 2 people are gone right now, but they will be back any minute. They've been instructed not to come in the house. And my 2-year-old, my 4-year-old's napping. So anyways, I found a small little window. I've had this build finished for a little bit, and this is a build that was I guess not sort of recommended, I suppose, by someone in one of my Facebook groups. God, I'm part of 3 Sims groups on Facebook. One of them is called Sims 1 through 4 or something. The other one is Sims 4 Builders. And then another one is like Sims Global Community or something. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I don't remember the names of them exactly. But I had posted one day that I didn't really know what to build, or that I was thinking of doing a base game build. I hadn't done one of those in a really long time, and someone suggested, this style of home. This is, I guess it's like a Spanish style home, but there's another. Oh my gosh, there is another name for it, and I'm drawing a complete blank, like an absolute complete blank. Anyhow, either way, we all know and recognize this style of home, and I went with base game only. Base game is always, I find, so hard to do just because, like, I'll have a specific thing in mind and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna, build this little section like this because I'm gonna put this specific item there. And then when the time comes to put that item there, I'm like, oh, I don't have that item. Like on the main floor, I built a little corner wall, like that octagonal little area by the front door. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect. I'm going to put that couch that actually fits into those spots. I don't have it because this is base game only. Anyways, and with the landscaping, I loved doing this landscaping so much. I find at and pretty much all of my builds, the landscaping is usually pretty involved, and it drives me crazy doing it because I know nothing about landscaping. I know nothing about plants, flowers. I know nothing. I know nothing about gardening in any way, shape, or form. So whenever I do landscaping, it's just, I just put some dirt down and then I fill it up with some flowers. Like that's the most I know. So with this, I really didn't know anything about this type of landscaping, so I just kind of looked at the other lots, around, and I figured it's in the desert. I think 'cause I built this in Oasis Springs, I believe. So it's like in the desert, and so I went really minimal with the landscaping. So just a couple of palm trees and some cacti, and then some succulents and stuff like that. I'm obsessed with how the landscaping turned out. I love it so, so much. I do go around after and put, like the dirt and stuff underneath it just to make everything look a little more realistic. These long planters I'd never noticed before, and they were in the debug menu. I love them. I love them so very much. Like they're so nice. So I just use them to kind of line the whole yard rather than flowers and stuff. So it really cut down on the cost. I didn't do this build in any type of like budget constraints or anything. It's just built. Now, the idea for this home that I do have, and the sim has been created now and is living here and living his life, doing whatever he wants. I figured it was like, he inherited this home. It's maybe it's his grandparents' home, and he's inherited it. I guess they've moved on, to live somewhere else and they've left the home to him, or maybe they've passed away, whatever, however you want to build your story around this. So he's just a single guy, young adult, and he's just inherited this house. It's 3 bedrooms. There's the master bedroom on the main floor, and then there's 3 bedrooms upstairs. So I guess it's 4 bedrooms. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs. One of them I turned into like a very makeshift gym. There's really not much in there because I felt like he's just moved in. He just inherited the house. He's just moved in. He really hasn't changed anything yet. He's just a young guy. Like, he doesn't care so much about what the house like looks like decor wise. And he likes the nostalgia of, having it kind of original to how his grandparents had the house. So he has moved into the master bedroom downstairs and hasn't changed anything other than adding a desk and a computer in. So you can see that with the decor of the master bedroom, you can tell that the desk and the computer was just very, very different from the rest of how the house is decorated. And then upstairs, there's 2 bedrooms that are furnished. And I thought, one of them is maybe that's his dad's old room, and the other one is maybe his aunt. So I guess he has his dad and his dad's sister. Their rooms are still kind of untouched and how they were. And then the 3rd bedroom, I don't know, however, the grandparents may have had it, and he's just brought his gym equipment and kind of popped it in there. But yeah, so here I'm just adding some rocks to the side because I had that little bit of area left beside the house that was still part of the lot, but I didn't want to like decorate it. Like, I didn't want it to be part of the house because I already had the fencing up and everything. So I'm just in the debug menu. I just went in and just kind of mimicked what is literally right around there. So just some random rocks and some more palm trees and those really, really pretty little purple flowers. So this is the back porch, I guess. Yeah, it's like off the kitchen. So it's a very small little dining area, and the barbecue, I believe, I put there as well. And then I move on, to the like actual little dining area by the pool. I do cut some stuff, obviously, or else videos would be like 8 hours long. Because, that's how long it took me to build this. Like a total of, I believe, 8, maybe 9 hours. It took so long, so long. And every time I start a new build, I'm like, okay, all right, today's the day. Today is the day that I can just sit down and build a whole house in 2 hours. I'm giving myself 2 hours. So 9 hours later, I'm incapable, absolutely incapable. Oh, I think the kids are home. The dog's about to start yapping probably. So I apologize if you can hear that in a few seconds. I think I just heard a door go. Anywho, so this here is just outside the master bedroom. It was kind of a weird little area, and I didn't really know what to do with it. So I put the fireplace there and then a little couch, as you can see. And I thought, it's just a cute little added sitting area outside the bedroom because it's still kind of private. It's still kind of secluded. I mean, anyone coming in the front door, I guess, can see it. But, 30 years ago and the whole family was living here, Mom and Dad could still sit and chill by the fire while the kids could be in the living room or upstairs. And it's, like I said, still a private, cute little area. The living room, I don't know. I was trying to think of like, what kind of furniture would my grandmother have? Like, this whole house is decorated in a way that is really not my aesthetic at all. But it's, I don't know. I think it just turns out looking like just a classic house. I don't know. Maybe this is what all of our grandparents' houses look like. I have no clue. And so the living room is really simple. There's a lot of windows, a lot of windows. So I didn't really have an area to build like an entertainment system, which is kind of what I wanted to do, but I didn't have the space for it. So I just put the TV in front of a window, which I don't like doing because I don't think that's realistic, but you work with what you got. The whole outside of this house was based on a picture that someone did post when I said something about wanting to do, because I don't think I ever finished saying what I was saying before. When I did post in one of my Sims groups on Facebook about wanting to do a a modern, or not modern, oh my God, words, Julie, words. When I wanted to do a base game build, someone posted a picture. And so that's kind of what I based this off of. Now, it was a very angled picture, so the only thing I could really see was just the front. And it was mostly, it's actually loosely based on it. Like, it's got that rounded octagonal area from the picture that they posted. And that's pretty much, I kind of ran with that. There was no other pictures in at all. So the kitchen, there's no like dining room, like separate dining room, but the kitchen area I found was so big that I was able to do the kitchen and dining. And I didn't want to put just a regular island in. I want it to look, I don't know, not rustic, because that's not the right word. I just wanted it to be, I just wanted it to look different from all the other houses I build that I put an island in. So I put these two tables, I think they're just like accent tables or whatnot, and I just put those together, and put some stools up against it. They don't click to it like it would if it was like the proper island, but I'm sure your sim can probably still sit in it. I haven't, no, I did. Did I play test? I moved the sim in. I didn't really play test stuff because it's not like a tiny home. There's not really any concerns for things, but I did get him to like walk around a little bit while I was taking the screenshots and stuff. And I don't remember anything coming up where I was like, oh no, I better change that. So yeah, this kitchen dining area. So I incorporated the same things on the wall that I have on the other side, on either side of like those tall, like built-in cabinets in the living room. I just thought it kind of tied the two rooms together, and that those types of things would have maybe been, well, they're not directly on the other side, I guess they're around the corner in the living room, but it just kind of makes a little bit of a flow for the decor, because like to me they'd be actually like built in, like they're maybe made out of like plaster or something, and they're like built into the wall. So this is the master bedroom. So again, I tried to channel an older person and how they would have had their room decorated. And I do feel like, I mean, at least I know like my grandmother, like her bedroom has been the same, like even from one house to the next. Like I believe she painted it the same color, has the same bedspread, everything from for as long as I can remember. So with this, I kind of thought the same, like it looks a little bit older with, you know, the dark wood furniture and stuff like that, and like that type of fancy schmancy headboard and footboard on the bed. But I'm like, you know, it's not like they're going to change their furniture every few years. You know, you back in the day, you would buy furniture, a bed would cost you a ridiculous amount of money, but it was made really well, it was made to last, and so you'd have it forever. Hence why I think all of our grandparents and stuff still have the same furniture they bought back in the like 60s and 50s and whatever, because like it was meant to last. So that was pretty much it for the bedroom. I don't think I left in any of the footage for any of the bathrooms, because a bathroom's a bathroom. They're all the same. They all have the same stuff. I think the only time I ever leave them in is like if I do something different or interesting, but that's so rare. So upstairs, these are the two bedrooms that I was talking about. So they're right across from each other. They each have their own bathroom. Which, I mean, I guess back in the day, if this was his grandparents' house, I don't think that's really realistic that there'd be two bathrooms upstairs. I think most older homes probably have like maybe an ensuite to the master bedroom and then just one other main bathroom. I think it's pretty rare to have a house with 4 bathrooms in it. But either way, I was trying to kind of fill the space upstairs, and going by the house, it does definitely look like, you know, his grandparents had done really well for themselves. So maybe they renovated the upstairs at some point to incorporate 2 bathrooms. I don't know. So this is, I believe I was thinking that this was his dad's room, or maybe I was thinking the other room was like his mom's room or something. I don't remember. But I think it was like, this is his dad's room, and then the other room will be his aunt's. But yeah, I think with the dad's room, I think I just popped a few posters on the wall. I'm like, no one is actively living in those rooms, so I didn't really go crazy with clutter or anything like that because no one's living in them. It's like, you know, maybe his dad moved out at some point, took his stuff with him, and just the room just got left that way. Same with his aunt, you know, she moved out one day and just took her stuff with her, and everything just, you know, just just stays that way. I mean, I'm sure the grandkids and stuff, I don't know, you know, my thoughts on who lives here did not go as far as his cousins and their kids and stuff like that. But if there is other grandchildren, which, I mean, maybe there wouldn't be, because why would he be the only one who inherits the house? Maybe he's the favorite. I don't know. I'm sure these rooms got used at some point by other people or guests or whatnot, but there's really no clutter in them at all. Plus, this build took me so long to do. Oh my God. I think by the time I was doing the upstairs, I was like, thank God I don't have any Sims like actually living in these, because I don't want to do clutter. I was so tired. So tired of this build. But anyways, the screenshots are coming up in just a few seconds, and just want to say thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to the newer subscribers that are around. And always make sure, if you aren't subscribed and you're watching the videos, then subscribe, and at least you'll know when I put a new one out. I do have a few other builds on the horizons at the moment, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Bye.